Ah, you're here. It appears everyone has arrived. Last night, I visited a former servant who once worked for my family. I was able to learn in my great-grandfather's generation, the Ishin art was tasked with forging an important Goshinto according to an ancient forging diagram. Though all the craftsmen involved were very experienced, the process was still unsuccessful. Every blade that was forged was defective. When the deadline came, the blade still wasn't finished. So the craftsmen all fled and hid for the Kaedahara clan and Yashiro Commission then conducted an investigation. My great-grandfather and the head of the Kamisato clan eventually tracked down. However, they met fierce resistance from the craftsmen, and in the end they were unable to prevent them from. The Kaedahara clan was severely punished for the swordsmiths that had escaped, and the family gradually fell into decline. Moreover, I heard that the head of the Kamisato clan was injured by the fleeing swordsmiths, which combined...
Yes. The sudden passing of the family head left the Kamisato clan leaderless. Treacherous people took advantage of the situation and put the family status in the Yashiro Commission at jeopardy. This single incident had profound effects. Even after the position as head of the clan was passed to my father, the Kamisato clan still wasn't able to regain it, but thanks to my brother...
The failure to forge the blade was ultimately attributed to a lack of required skill and finesse. The Kaedahara clan and the Yashiro Commission always believed that was the case. However, the story of the 5 Kasen seems to imply that the failure didn't stem from a lack of skill, but rather, Miss Kamisato, I heard yesterday that the Yashiro Commission has still kept the diagram ever since the failed forging all those years ago. Might I ask you to do me a...
Yes, I understand. I will go back and search for the diagram. Everyone, I've managed to find...
Though the diagram is well preserved, you can still tell that it's...
Whoa, that's pretty old. Is it still possible to find any evidence of tampering?
At this point, we can only try our luck and see...
Although the effect is not too obvious, you can still see that some work... Kazuha, this is clear evidence that this chart was indeed tampered with. Someone...
I see. But I fear that I've discovered this secret. When my grandfather was young, he proposed reviving the Ishin art many times to my great-grandfather. But yesterday, the former family servant said that my great-grandfather even went to the Yashiro Commission to request that diagram from the head of the Kamisato clan. He then showed that diagram to my grandfather and asked him and his subordinate. Sure enough, my grandfather also failed. My great-grandfather then told him, "If you can't find the secret within..." My grandfather left Inazuma in a rage after hearing those words. He didn't ever see my great-grandfather again. Looking back at it now, the argument between the two of...
I heard that your great-grandfather was very industrious when he was young, but later in life, he no longer bothered with the forging art.
Kazuha, did your great-grandfather really say, "If you can't find the secret within"? Did he use those exact words?
Yes. The servant said that he personally heard those words. My grandfather was so angry at the time that he smashed my great-grandfather's cherished bonsai tree.
Yes, it appears that you understand my meaning. Kazuha, if your great-grandfather thought that the Ishin art lacked finesse, Then, after witnessing his son's failure, wouldn't he have said something more along the lines of, "Your skills aren't sufficient"? But instead he said, "If you can't find the secret within." Don't you find that a little...
Huh? So you're saying my great-grandfather may have very well known that the failure was due to...
Yes. The current evidence suggests that is high...
I apologize, but would you all please... After I became a wanted criminal, the Tenryou Commission seized my family's last remaining estate, which contained all of my family's... I want to inquire about the whereabouts of those belongings. If I can find them...
All right, let's get moving.
What are you all doing here? Did something happen?
Kujo Sara.
Yes, I do. You're Kaedehara Kazuha, a wanted criminal during the Vision Hunt decree.
Sara, we'd like to ask about the Kaedehara clan's property that was seized by the Tenryou Commission. Do you know where all their belongings are now?
Yes, the items seized at that time are currently stored in the warehouse next to the police station. Since Kaedehara has come back...
No, I'm afraid you misunderstand. I'm not here to reclaim those belongings. I just want to investigate.
I see. All right, I'll inform the police station.
Thank you, Sara.
Kaedehara...
That's all in the past now, Kujo Sara. There's no need to mention it again. I know you've also had your own convictions and struggles. However, may I ask something?
Yes? What is it?
Currently, I have no plans to stay in Inazuma. As a result, Madam Kujo, I believe you are a person of integrity. After our investigation is over, I'd like to ask if you can handle those belongings for me. Please, sell them, and use the money to help the poor.
All right, I understand.
The defense is on the left side of...
You must be here to investigate the Kaedehara clan's belongings. Well, Madame Kujo's already informed me of the situation. The Kaedehara clan's belongings are stored in this warehouse. Unfortunately, the items are scattered throughout in order to save. However, I have clearly marked the corresponding items, so they shouldn't be too difficult. I'll be waiting for you at the door. Please, come see me if you require any assistance.
Kazuha, since the items are scattered throughout the building, I propose we split up...
Yes, sounds like a plan.
Oh, it's you. I'm currently
Oh, since the Kaedehara clan was a family of renowned swordsmiths, then this blade should be super valuable, right?
I'm afraid not. Although the sword rack is made of fine wood, the swords placed here appear to be quite ordinary. Due to the dire financial situation of the late Kaedehara clan, the blade on the sword hasn't been sharpened, but there are many signs of use on the hilt. Perhaps Kaedehara used it for training as a child.
Let Paimon see! Oh, there seems to be a couple uneven characters etched into the scabbard. Paimon can imagine what Kazuha was like as a kid.
I will continue investigating here and call you if I find anything interesting.
Oh, it's you. Unfortunate.
Whoa, this folding screen looks pretty...
Yes. Perhaps if it were better maintained, then it could fetch a decent price. However, I was taking a closer look just now and noticed a large piece of dirt caught in the fabric fibers on the soil is deeply embedded into the cloth. That means a great deal of force was used when the dirt was lodged into the cloth. It's likely that this patch of dirt is from the very flower pot thrown by Kazuha's, because this is not what we are looking for now. Let me think. If I wanted to leave a message behind...
Albedo seems to be thinking pretty hard. Wait...
There must be some around here somewhere. Do you see all these pots here? Some of them are bound to have liquor inside.
Hey! Everyone else is trying hard to help, and you're over here...
I merely jest, of course. Come on, we're
Well, Paimon doesn't really get why Kazuha told Sarah to sell all these belongings. What if we don't end up finding anything today? Then wouldn't Kazuha lose the chance of finding out what really happened all those years ago?
I know you are worried about Kazuha, but if you ask me, he is stronger than... Since Kazuha made such a request to Sarah, that indicates he's already made his choice. Whether we find out the truth or not today, or whatever it turns out... No, not intuition. Rather, I've lived for a long time now, so you could say I have some... Leave the things here to me. You two can look around elsewhere.
What did you find, Shinto?
I found quite the pile of These books here are all related to smelting steel. And these are about the process of forging blades. This pile...
The books about plants and flowers must have belonged to Kazuha's great-grandfather.
I skimmed through them just now, but I didn't find anything particularly worth noting. I shall take a...
Everyone, I've found something that you should all have a look at. This flower pot was in my house for a long time. I heard that it was...
Yeah, the plants seem to have been dead.
Well, after my great-grandfather stopped studying the forging arts, he picked up the hobby of keeping bonsai plants. Most of his prized plants were given to others once he became seriously, but he specifically left behind this dead plant at the time, and even instructed my grandfather not to throw it away in his will. My grandfather deeply regretted that he never managed to reconcile with my great-grandfather, so he left the plant exactly as it... But now that I think about it, my great-grandfather could very well have...
Now that you mention it, this flower...
Yes. Let's take a
We finally found something! Do you think someone already discovered the compartment and swapped the contents?
No, I do not think that is the case here. See the paper? It's quite yellowed, which means it's very old.
You mean to say that these sheets have been written with special ink? Like that which Miss Kami...
Yes, I agree with this hypothesis.
Okay, let's give it a...
There is a pond outside the police station. I'll use the water there.
Well, how did it go? Those weren't just plain old sheets.
Just as everyone guessed, after I sprinkled some water onto the paper, writing did indeed begin to appear on it.
Oh? What does the letter say?
It is. I'll tell you what my great-grandfather knew at the time, but everyone, Please follow me.
Let's get down to business!
Kaedehara, why did you lead us to this beach?
It is. In fact, my great-grandfather and the head of the Kamisato clan, our hypothesis was correct. My great-grandfather was well aware of the truth behind the defective blades. And it was right here where they encountered the culprit. It reads, "To whoever reads this letter, I, Kaedehara Yoshinori, have been held to a certain secret throughout my entire life. All those years ago, when I was pursuing the swordsmiths alongside Commissioner Kamisato of the Yashiro Commission, I was not injured by one of the fleeing smiths.
It was night, and after the clues led us down to shore, I waited for the culprits to show themselves. However, there were no swordsmiths in sight. Only this stranger claimed to be the one behind the failed forgings and said that he had been patiently waiting for us. He then threatened to destroy the Raiden. That person was of able body, and in a blink of an eye, myself and the accompanying samurai had been defeated. Commissioner Kamisato was severely wounded, and I barely escaped death myself. My hat had fortunately blunted a blow to my head. The unusual stranger could have easily claimed my life at that moment. But, after noticing my appearance, he stopped his attacks and sternly asked if I answered that it was my father's surname. And after my father disappeared, I was adopted by the Kaedehara family. Upon hearing my answer, the stranger paused. After a long silence, he suddenly said, "Tell her this. My name is Kunikuzushi." He then turned and left.
Wow. So that's what really happened.
Yes. My great-grandfather and the head of the Kamisato clan escaped from death and learned that the forging... However, due to the encounter, the head of the Kamisato clan was worried that my great-grandfather would be falsely accused of being involved with the perpetrator. So even on his deathbed, the master of the Kamisato clan cautioned because the perpetrator said he would destroy the Raiden Gokaden. My great-grandfather worried that the perpetrator would still return for vengeance. So, he said, "As the leader of the Kaedehara clan, I am deeply ashamed to witness the decline of the Isshin art. But as a father, it is my priority to ensure the safety of my children." Yes, that's right. If my grandpa had somehow discovered the secret behind the tampered diagram, Unfortunately, he failed to catch any of the hint. Miss Kamisato, it appears you were unaware of the happenings that my great-grandfather described here.
I suppose the reason the head of the Kamisato house never spoke of this to the family was if the perpetrator was capable of tampering with even the Shogun's diagrams and could single-handedly defeat many men, then he is not... I will discuss this matter with Brother shortly and investigate the identity behind the one called Kunikuzushi.
To be honest, as I read the letter, I felt much turbulence in my heart. My great-grandfather said in the letter that he did not wish his descendants to blindly seek revenge and be deceived by things. Though he was in a tight situation when he wrote these words, I feel like they are still valid nonetheless. I think what's most important for each person is not the past, but the present. Even though we must carry the burdens from the past, therefore knowing the truth behind what happened is enough for me. I will live on just as my great... That being said, if the enemy from all those years ago is still lurking and plotting to stir up more trouble, then I definitely won't turn a blind eye. These are simply insights I've gathered from all that I've experienced. Thank you all for accompanying me in my search for the truth behind that incident.
Great! Now that we're done here, let's head back to Rito.
I swear by my
Another
sword!
test subject. Fry! Picked the wrong test subject.
Inazuma's cooking. I'm not used to it at all.
Today is the final stage of the Iridori Festival. Not only will there be Shincho's signing event,
Hello, traveler. Paimon?
Albedo, why is the portrait of Kuranushi all covered up? Paimon wants to see what your Kuranushi portrait...
Don't worry. The unveiling ceremony will be starting I will say that I'm most satisfied with this particular work. I even made a special trip to see someone in order to complete it. Is that so? Anyway.
Traveler, Paimon, it's a pleasure to see you. Indeed it did. Thanks to you, the signing event went off without a hitch.
Shincho, is that just Paimon, or are you on the...
You aren't mistaken. Though I'm ashamed to admit it. But in fact, after all, I came to Inazuma under the pretext of evaluating a potential investment. If an acquaintance were to see me sitting here, fortunately, the crowds of readers that came flocking over have kept the usual tourists at bay. Oh, I should mention, Shu is also unaware of the real purpose of my trip. If you happen to meet him, please accept my thanks in advance. I'm sorry that I can't chat long. There are still readers. I'll see you later at the unveiling ceremony for Kuronushi's portrait.
Greetings, traveler. Paimon.
Oh, Ayato! We finally get to see the busy...
Yes, there were many things which required my attention. Fortunately, the Iridori Festival is proceeding smoothly. The Tri-Commission cooperated closely to prepare this festival, so at long last...
Brother and I are very grateful for your help.
Toma sure is taking his sweet time.
Yes. Today is one of the rare occasions when Brother isn't busy. I was going to buy some books, but he said he wanted to come along. His treat. However,
Paimon didn't think Ayato could ever be forgetful like that.
Brother always works diligently, and it's rare for him to ever... So, Toma and I really cherish such moments when he's forgetful.
This way.
Blender Brigade will definitely be a big hit.
Check out our fairy tale
The ending in the original is not like that at all.
Well, hello.
Hey! What are you two doing together? Don't think we didn't see you two chatting up a storm just now. The moment we came...
Is that so? We were merely discussing wine and food. I'm Speaking of good sides with sake, I personally prefer fried tofu.
Forget it. Even if those two are plot... Kazuha, what are you doing here?
I came here to take in the sea breeze. Such a bustling atmosphere is never... I knew you were... Thank you. But please, don't worry. The things I said and... Look. See this familiar harbor in front of us? Before, you could sit here all day without seeing a single ship pass through. But now, it's become a... Not only are foreigners coming to Inazuma again, but traffic between here and Watatsumi Island has also been picking up.
Yeah, Inazuma has already started to change, huh?
I was thinking, in some ways, each and every one of us are similar. It might take a different amount of time for different people, but there will inevitably come a day when each person can let go of their burdens. And when they finally let go, they are free to follow.
It's time for the portraits unveiling ceremony. Let's head over to the 5 Kasen Plaza.
Everyone, welcome to the magnificent Iridori. Today, we have ushered in the final stage of our... And now we will reveal the final portrait of the 5 Kasen. Kuronushi, which was done by none other than our guest artist from Mondstadt, Calx.
Paimon has no idea what Albedo's portrait looks like.
Let's all count down together. 3, 2, 1... Huh? What's this? I suppose Calx must have forgotten to include the character. Let's hear some words from Calx himself regarding the creative...
Hello, everyone. First, I would like to say that it was an honor to be invited to create the portraits. The 5 Kasen are legendary figures from ancient Inazuma, famous for their works of poetry. As time passed, poems were composed about them, and they became... I learned from existing sources about those stories that the character of Kuronushi is the deepest and most differing of the 5 Kasen. Moreover, Kuronushi lacks a dedicated chapter among the stories. It's as if he is a behind-the-scenes role of the 5 Kasen. Perhaps we can assume that every creator had a different understanding of Kuronushi. So, in the same way, I also wanted to leave this. After all, the Iridori Festival is a place for everyone to express their minds through creative works.
Yep, that's Albedo for ya. His super logical explanation is sure to win everyone's vote. It seems that our adventures at the Iridori Festival have come to a close. Huh? Well, oh, right! We still haven't figured out who left those stories of the 5 Kasen for us to find. Really? Come on then, who is it? Tell Paimon! Well, that makes sense. Otherwise, there'd be no way to give the right paper to the right person every time. Right. Even though they were using stories to hint us toward Shincho's troubles, the real goal was to lead us to solve the secrets of the Kaidahara clan. Oh, Paimon gets it now. Let's go! We'll get to the bottom of this.
Welcome home, almighty
Make
Shogun.
sure you get in line early to buy your drinks.
Are you discussing the... The one who left the...
Huh?
Because other than me...
Oh, are you asking about the one who left the stories of the 5 Kasen? But things...
Ayato! You're the one behind the stories of the 5 Cup, but don't you think you overdid it a little? Leading all your friends on a wild hunt like that?
As it just so happens, one of the reasons I'm here today is to explain the details behind this.
Paimon wants to see how you'll explain yourself out of this one.
First of all, the start of this whole incident was due to mere happenstance. You see, Lady Yai happened to catch sight of Shincho and the editor carrying the books away one night. She thought it was interesting, so she asked me to tease them a bit.
Huh? So it was Miko after all! Paimon knew it! This thing had Miko written all over it!
That's right. But using the story of the 5 Kasen to guide you to the Kaidahara family's secrets was my personal touch. As for my roundabout approach, well, that was yes. Due to a certain incident that occurred earlier, I happened to notice the bonsai plants left behind by Kaedehara Yoshinori, as well as the blank papers hidden inside. I knew there was more than meets the eye regarding those papers, but it took me some time to figure out the secret behind the ink. The kind that would only appear when exposed to water. What Kaedehara Yoshinori said in the letter is very important for both the Kamisato clan and the descendants of the Kaedehara clan, especially Kazuha. The Kaedehara clan used to be subordinates of the Kamisato clan. It was my ancestors who were unable to protect them all those years ago. So now, although he has the right to know the truth, the closer he draws to things hidden out of sight, the closer he also draws to danger. I had to confirm whether Kazuha has... Of course, I could outright tell him the truth that I had discovered, but maybe he doesn't have the will that's required. In that case, the truth would only become a burden. If he lacks the ability, then he wouldn't be able to find the truth in the first place, in which case, it would be better to keep him away from danger altogether. Kaedehara Yoshinori left his message in a roundabout way precisely for this reason. For a long time, I yearned for a suitable opportunity to convey this matter, right up until the night when a legend of sword was smuggled away.
Oh, Paimon gets it now. Yeah, it wasn't only Kazuha. You brought...
I figured you would ask. I merely saw that this matter would be of value to you. And more importantly, I hoped that while Kazuha and Ayaka were looking for the answers together, they would have some reliable friends who would be willing to protect them and make measured decisions. Friends who would spare no effort to lend a helping hand in times of trouble. Because it is also very likely that you will face the same enemy together in the future. You already know the answer deep down inside. The answer is actually hidden in the portrait of Kuranushi. When there is no one else near the portrait, you can confirm with your own eyes. As for the means of revealing that answer, well, you have used it many times before.
Enjoy the blessings of the Lord.
It's getting pretty late, so nobody else is around now. So Ayato must have been telling us to splash water on the portrait, right? It's the Balladeer! So he was the one behind the trouble all those years ago!
When there is no one else near the portrait, you can confirm with your own eyes. As for the means of revealing that answer, well, Also, there's one last thing that we must discuss. I mentioned earlier that the occurrence of a certain incident made me notice the bonsai plants. It was just after the Shogun announced the abolition of the Sakoku decree. I heard that something had happened at the Tenryou Commission. They had discovered signs that someone had entered the warehouse storing the Commission's articles of evidence and confiscated items. But I felt something unusual about that incident, so I told Kujo Sara of the Tenryou Commission to treat it as if nothing happened. She was not to increase the guard or relocate the warehouse contents. In the meantime, I sent a member of the Shumatsuban to keep watch over the warehouse. And sure enough, someone was sneaking in and rummaging through the belongings of the Kaidahara.
You mean, he was us?
I let him search for a while, but in the end, he found nothing. Soon after, he had to leave in a...
Why didn't you send someone to catch him?
The best way to protect a secret is to treat it as if it doesn't exist, is it not? Besides, after he left Inazuma, I carefully checked the Kaidahara clan's belongings one by one, and eventually discovered the papers in the hidden compartment of the flower pot. I am certain that the papers are the secret which the infiltrator sought to find, though he couldn't confirm whether this secret existed at all. So, which part of Kaidahara Yoshinori's experiences was the secret that needed to be protected? As for now, please, enjoy yourselves at the Iridori Festival.
What a coincidence. I was wondering where I might be able to find you, and here you are. Well, can't I come in? Alright, as much as I'd like to sit and chat with you, this time, before bringing Klee here, I told her many stories about Inazuma. It got her very excited. However, I've got other things to do in Inazuma this time, besides painting the portraits of the 5 Kasen. Over the next couple of days, Inazuma is not like Mondstadt. I can't just let Klee wander off by herself when I'm busy with other things. So I had to have her stay at the She hasn't complained, but I can tell she's not. Fortunately,
Yay! Miss Honorary Knight's here! What you talking about, Miss Honorary Knight? Are we gonna go play? Yeah! But Albedo is really busy. I can't... Aw, Klee, you're such a thoughtful kid. Paimon's very thoughtful, thank you very much. Paimon always thinks of you whenever she's eating a delicious... Anyway, it is pretty cruel not to let Klee go out when she was so excited to come here. Yep. Allow the almighty traveler and dependable Paimon to bring Klee on a tour of Inazuma.
Klee, do you want to go play with me?
Yay! You bet I do!
As you know, Klee is our Spark Knight. You must keep her safe and sound. By which I mean, for instance, If a mountain in Inazuma was to lose one of its peaks, or if there were an explosion somewhere in the city, Klee could... Glad to hear it.
I promise I'll bring you back an awesome...
Great. I look...
There are loads of cool things to do in Inazuma. Try the local cuisine, visit a Cuisine? What's that? You know, food and drink. Paimon just meant we could take you to a local restaurant. Wow, something smells so good. Miss Honorary Knight, look at this noodly soup.
It's not noodly soup. It's tonkotsu ramen, actually.
Oh, so, what are those yellow and...
You're kidding, right? Those are
and what about this little yellow...
That's an egg roll. They're amazing. Have you really not...
Wow, tonkotsu ramen, tri-flavored skewers, and egg roll.
They sure are. Guess you're not from a... Let me buy you an egg roll with my allowance so you can get a taste of our Inazuman food.
Really? But Master Jean said I should... Also, that's your allowance, right? Taking another kid's allowance just seems kind of wrong.
Oh, I remember you. You're Yoimiya's friend. How come you know how to make egg...
Egg rolls are a piece of cake for this gal. Why don't you make some for Klee and Iwao? Really? Wow! All right, we'll be waiting on those egg rolls. Miss Honorary Knight?
Special yakitori for sale. Come and try some.
Onwards. We have work to do.
Special yakitori for sale. Come and try some.
Wait, what do egg rolls taste like?
Wow, you really can cook.
It's sweet. Yep. It's delicious. Traveler, you...
Yeah, these egg rolls are pretty good, but I still think Yoimiya's are better.
Who is Yoimiya? She makes egg rolls too?
Yoimiya can do anything. She tells stories, keeps goldfish, makes fireworks. Yoimiya's pretty much the best and most
For me, the best, most awesome person in the world is my mom. And Klee knows loads of other great people too.
Oh, well, I don't know any of those people. But anyways, in most festivals, Yoimiya's so busy that you can never find her. But this festival's different. She has free time. She seems like she hasn't been in a great mood recently.
Okay, let's go play.
For sale. Come and try some.
Yoimiya, don't be sad. Yesterday, I won 3 beetle fights in a row against that.
Wow, Matsuzaka. Nice work. Don't worry, Yoimiya. Maybe you can't light fireworks during the Iridori Festival, but there are still lots of other fun. I know. Thanks, you guys. It's just that firework.
Yoimiya, it's me. I want to introduce you to a new friend, an Outlander girl. I just met her.
Nice to meet you, Klee. I'm Yoimiya, and I run Naganohara Fireworks.
Hello.
I love the cute outfit, with the hat and the cool little symbols. So unique. And your backpack. Wow,
That's a 4-leaf clover. Mom and Master Jean said it can bring...
Really? That's awesome! I bet also that little fairy on your backpack is super cute, too.
That's Dodoko, my best friend. We always go fish blasting together and...
Oh, Dodoko? What an interesting name.
Yep. My mom says that when a Dodoko is born, it
Ride the wind and go off on a big adventure? Klee?
Yep. My mom is the best and Yoimiya. Iwao was right.
Thanks, Klee. I feel like we really get each other.
It's so hard.
Hey, Klee! Since you like 4-leaf clover so much, why don't I make a firework with a 4-leaf clover pattern instead of...
Yeah! And after the fireworks, we can go fish blast. Hold on a second. Fish blasting? No way. Albedo was pretty clear about that.
Oh, oops. I got so excited that the folks from the Yashiro Commission specifically warned me that no fireworks are allowed in
What? It's not allowed. But hey, come on. You just made a new friend. This is a happy occasion. Why are you suddenly... Yeah, we still have loads of things we can do. Right, just like Saika said. There are lots of fun things to do.
What do you say, Klee?
Here we are, the venue of the
Outlander.
Who's this Outlander Brigade?
Outlanders. But Kaya says that every good story has to have best friends.
Absolutely not. I would never allow such cliches. This is a book about betrayal, blood, and tears. A long and lonely struggle. A stubborn samurai's...
Oh, is that right? Well, I'm not sure that's a very...
Hey, miss! Don't go! Are you sure you don't want a copy? I'll give you 40% off.
in line over here.
Flowers for Princess Fischl.
That's right! Flowers for Princess Fischl. Have you read this?
Nope. But Fischl always hangs out with Oz. Everyone in the Adventurers Guild knows. It's just... I wonder if...
Oh, Klee, I'm afraid it can't be helped. There are a lot of flammable items at the festival.
Darn. It seems like even the Iridori Festival can't cheer... There must be plenty of things you can do with Dodoko besides lighting fireworks and going fishbowl.
Yeah, like, Wait, so that's what you're suggesting?
That's right! The Iridori Festival is a place for putting your work on display. You could show Dodoko's story for everyone here! Bingo! What are you... Mr. Albedo taught me how to paint. I can paint the story.
That's very imaginative. I think it's a great idea. We could even put the finished story on display at the festival.
Yay! Great!
Perfect! Okay, so I have some paper, paintbrushes, and paint at the shop.
Yay! Let's go! Let's go! Those two can run so fast when they're motivated. We better catch up.
Klee and I just had a discussion, and
we're gonna keep the content of the story a secret from you guys.
Obviously, I can't tell you what. You can keep exploring the festival while we're busy in the shop. We'll be here when you get...
Come on, Yoimiya, we should get going. Let's go inside and start painting. Oh, Paimon was hoping that we could all paint together. Actually, Paimon's got an idea.
No, I think it's fine. I still think we should change this part is a bit...
So, what does Dodoko do?
Dodoko goes to eat tri-flavored skewer.
Ooh, that sounds great! Is that what you're painting? Look, once you're done painting, let's go get it printed. We'll print a whole bunch of copies and go although it'll cost a lot of Mora to get it printed.
It's okay, Yoimiya. I have some Mora. Look.
50 Mora is, well, if we don't have enough, we can ask the Traveler for ideas.
Miss Honorary Knight has helped a lot already, so I think I should just go fish blasting to earn...
No fish blasting. Paimon on the
Oh. Then
who's Mr.
He's my older brother. He's super duper smart, and he knows how to paint, too. He paints Hilly Charles, Kaya, and...
Oh, is that right? Then I guess Mr. Albedo...
An artist? Oh, that means he has 2 jobs. One as an alchemist, teaching Sucrose alchemy, and the other as an artist, doing paintings. Yoimiya, let me show you something. Mr. Albedo taught me you can paint the...
Wow, I can see the resemblance. All right, I'll paint the streets, and hey, you can even write the story over here to explain what's...
Okay.
Oh.
Shoot! Paimon didn't hit...
Dodoko sure had a lot of fun in Inazuma.
Those two sound like they really did.
Now, we have...
How about...
Here we are. This is the
Yad Publishing House. Ooh, it's Auntie Aratani. I know Auntie Aratani.
Auntie? Who's that calling me Auntie? Oh, it's the little girl who came with Mr. Kelks. How can I help you, little girl?
Auntie Aratani.
Dodoko?
Not only that, Dodoko is also real. Look.
Huh? I don't quite...
Whee! better explain this to her.
Oh, I see. Oh, the deadline has...
Auntie!
Oh...
Oh, Klee, don't be upset. You still have me and the Traveler. Miss Aratani, is there any way we can pay extra? And if you're short on staff to help with the printing,
Miss Yoimiya, I understand we've been printing many people's personal works for this festival, and a lot of the books are already well behind schedule. The printing presses at a time like this,
What do we do? Seems like we might have to give up.
No, I won't let... I remember this one time when I was little. Pop said he'd take me to the festival, but I waited and kept at night. If we can't get it printed, I can paint. Over the next few...
My, Yoimiya has quite a determined spirit. I like it.
It's Miko!
We heard...
Oh, lady...
It's okay, but our mission... Let me think... Oh, Yoimiya, little girl.
Of course, Lady Guji!
Dear me, all I mean it. However, is this a
Klee, Lady Guji is saying that we...
Yup, I am! Thanks, Miss Guji lady!
Yes, Lady Ai. I'll get right on it.
Combining the prints is a plausible...
No problem. Besides, All right, I won't disturb you two any longer. Bye-bye now.
Yay! Everything worked out perfectly.
Yoimiya, travel...
No worries.
Yes, you're right.
It's time to move on. We shouldn't stay here.
Look, Miss Honorary Knight, Auntie Aratani brought us Dodokos. Now we can finally see what secrets Klee and Yoimiya were
Oh, it's really nothing. It's the story and me and you guys.
Paimon's in the story.
Of course we...
This story...
Lady Yai wanted me to inform we won't charge you a
Oh, are you sure?
Actually, the book...
So...
Klee's mother, Lady Yai had...
What? Yup.
Please be mindful of your personal safety at all times.
So many complaints. You came at the perfect... As you know, in addition to all the... But today, they won't... What a headache. Well, we tried. So in principle, this means that as long as there is nothing we... So, if these complaints can't be... I'll lose my...
Having a food? Should we go and have a... Well, if it isn't Arataki...
Hey! Oh, you came here for the...
We're here to take...
Yo, right. Yeah. But,
The Tenryo Commission...
Yes, boss. The story starts, as everyone knows, our boss is very forward-thinking.
He also said we can...
Of course!
At first, we...
But 1 month in? Well, I mean, come on.
More like worse...
So we cut...
But the day after... It felt like we only played... I was just...
Sure, you...
So then, boss said we should...
That makes more sense.
Yeah, it didn't...
But 30 was too...
That was when we realized...
And we could...
You gotta take it.
The Arataki gang only puts out the very... That, yep. is not every day.
And the way you
That's right. This.
But when we got to the they said we had to show.
We'd invested a lot.
One thing led to it. We were pretty.
So you decided?
We're just making sure. Yeah, boss! Never let us.
Oh, brother. What a...
But we spent so... We don't have any...
Well, you can't just say...
I guess when you...
So come on.
But you... If I say I'm gonna... If we just scrap... that'd be...
They are attacking.
So if you win, I will leave this board on... Oh, Beetle fight... Unfortunate. So, how are we gonna do this duel? Let's think.
Hey, look! Why don't we ask Toma?
Hey!
What a nice surprise meeting you guys. Since the
And you are the housekeeper extraordinaire of the Kamisato clan. You're quite the celebrity yourself, you know.
Well, I'm flat.
Whoa.
I didn't expect to run into both Ito and the Traveler here. Speaking of which...
It's all Ito. He wants to...
No, it's no big deal.
Oh, in that case, then you can both
volunteer. I give this idea...
Boss mean...
Yeah, also, since it's on second...
Wait.
Oh, it's...
Boss! That's the... If we take this... Oh, so, if there's one thing, it's an us. Traveler, let's do the...
You didn't seem too interested in it.
Hey, this is the...
AKA...
If it's the volunteer work is... I will assign some... If you're ready...
Paimonsi! Okay, our first job is to help a busy vendor.
Get in line
the
over
stand
here.
is just...
Are you the volunteer? As you can see, I've just been so... Can you help me clean up the place?
Check out our fairy tale picture books. For all ages.
I'm so grateful to...
Your personal safety at all times.
Really?
Please, get in line over here.
Check out our fairy tale picture books. For all ages.
You can run, but you can't hide.
Go as one. Ha!
Definitely be a big hit.
Check out our fairy tale picture books. For all ages.
You're finished already? You're wonderful, Pete.
Let's see. Our next job is to help a visitor.
Definitely be a...
Hey, Kujira!
I'm not playing it. I heard they were but can you help me?
So big.
My diary is a light novel.
Publishing house really came through with this one. This festival is so lively.
Great! Thanks, miss.
Okay, one last job. We need to help move some goods at the port. Let's go.
Are you the festival? Great. But I have to get... Can you please help me take...
You must be tired. I heard the soy milk is actually, in fact, the...
What? Ito won't hurry!
So there you have it. You lose. Behold, the drink of champions, created by Sailing Breeze and collab. Woo! All this talk's making me thirsty. Don't mind if I do. Drink of champions. It's woo! That was a mighty fine drink. Although,
Boss, they
huh?
Quick, get him to... What's wrong?
He's allergic!
Oh, I'm sorry. Leave Ito, don't worry.
So, I'm so sorry. If you don't mind, I could see that your pleas accepted.
The 5 costs...
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, Sarah!
Oh, it's you. Do you have something to report? Really? The Tenryo Commission has a response...
Oh, you?
Nothing serious. Even troublemakers hogging the photo board. Still, Shogun...
Well, no matter how busy you are...
What do you mean, That lady... To be clear...
Oh? What is...
That is not...
Almighty...
This particular... Many people have been...
Oh, really?
Normally, we are required to...
Aww.
So instead,
Oh, right! Didn't you say...
I anticipated the same at first. But Lady Gujiya, I don't know who... I am fortunate, as well as being
Early riser and...
What was that sound? Really? Well, never mind.
Uh-oh. Sayu, what are you doing here? Shh, quiet. No way. I only meant to take a short nap. Oh, if I don't buy one of... Sheesh. I guess my only hope now is to... Really?
Sell it.
Huh. She'd been lining...
The first batch was small. Well,
I can't believe... Oh, Lord. Might as well...
So, what's the point of the story again?
Terribly sorry.
Hey, what about...
I'm sorry, those are... Please don't be too...
But when will... Also, even he didn't...
Look,
I'm terribly sorry. Sorry.
Oh, are you saying this falls under the...
Shh. If the Tenryo Commission finds out about... Anyway.
Huh. Well, since someone...
Thank you both.
So we're supposed to be You mean me? Sorry. Did I hear anything?
Thank you for your patron.
Thank you. Huh? That's not how you... 16 snores should be about... Right. Which means... Well, and so then... Well, and with Sara's people patrolling... If someone was... Let's go out...
Huh?
Huh?
It's a no.
Huh? How come?
How did you...
Huh?
Okay, fine. I came here to my surprise. Well...
It's not for you to decide whether it was a
Huh?
The Tenryo Commission has received reports that someone has been... It is again... We have already...
But...
Please hand over...
fuck.
You guys figured this out pretty quick.
In fact, we were only just tipped off.
Yikes! I've been spotted.
Oh, you must...
We...
Is that so? Really? Thank you.
Oh, yeah, right. I definitely would have made...
I see.
Don't blame your... According to the intel, if we confront him, since you've... Would you be willing...
What?
Oops. But let me be clear.
The price has gone up again?
Well, you can take it or leave.
We gotta keep negotiating.
I don't have time for that. Hey! Deal.
Hold on.
You think that's high? It'll be... You think this is a...
The next location you move to will be the police station.
The Tenryo
Thank you for your help.
Great! This time...
I'm afraid it's not...
Paimon
I would be grateful if...
Although Sora didn't say anything, she seemed a little disappointed, don't you think? Aww. Is there really nothing we can do?
I see. Thank you. Wait, hold on. Oh, now that I think, after all...
Really? Sounds good. As long... Uh-oh. Please, Sayu. Make my escape. Sarah! Look what we brought!
Oh. Is this...
We just grabbed it and came...
Of course. This is a prototype. Otherwise, how could one hope to capture even 1,000, let alone maintain? It's also a...
Sarah!
I never knew there was such a fuss over these tiny figurines.
Your Excellency,
I had some spare...
It was her.
Hey, what?
Huh. I didn't...
Your Excellency.
Very well.
Watching Sarah leave...
I have another such figurine intent. I shall not go back on my word. Or to save you the trouble.
Why is...
Good. Oh, and I...
You know, according to the... But the Iridori Festival is coming to an end. Who would be showing up now? Traveler Paimon, nice to see you again. Wow! Yes. Things are quite... Goro was...
Her Excellency is...
Pen pal? Yes, my pen pal. Since we were both... Sounds pretty... It's almost time. Kokumi? This is the meeting.
There's...
My. Who have we?
Miko? Oh no. Paimon had... Or Lady Guji of the Grand Narukami Shrine. No one. Uh-oh, this is getting out of... Hello.
Oh, the pleasure is...
Hey, Miko is Kokomi's pen? No, it can't be.
Let's go. The venue for this meeting is in the Kanjo Commission headquarters up...
Oh, the book review and the Kanjo Commission. You're not here to...
Right. But this is just...
Huh.
By the way...
Huh. That's right. Where did Goro go? Goro went...
Oh, what a...
Traveler. I have been getting the sense... I noticed... So... But Goro rarely buys anything. Kokomi! Thank you. Goro?
I came here to...
Goro, don't...
Oh, Her Excellency's purchase list. Got it. This is...
Goro, let's...
Ah.
Blessing of Lesser Lord Kusanari. Adoration blessing now 10% off.
My new brigade will definitely be a big hit.
There is a children's...
A children's story?
Yes. Hello. I'll take 5
Thank you for your pay. Wow.
Wow.
Here you go.
What?
Are you...
Could you maybe, look? Yes. Okay. It says on the...
Oh, we know...
Personal safety at all times.
Excuse me?
Hello there.
Oh, also...
All right. Oh my goodness. You were the 100th... Are you okay?
I'm her ex...
Goro does...
Oh, one other thing.
To request your fan fiction booth, please apply here.
Sir, please take your lucky draw whenever you are ready.
Just turn the handle and a prize ball will come out. Maybe today's your lucky day.
Come on, Goro.
Let me see.
Goro, you're a...
The grand prize is a full collection of not only is...
What? Not only... What?
An entire set of...
Huh?
Goro?
No, that's... But...
Agriculture?
Yes. One of her ex... If I can get...
I see. I will contact Lady...
Okay.
Festivals always attract so many.
Goro?
You think so? I am the general. I'm ready now.
You still look pretty...
Oh, well...
Sorry for keeping you all waiting.
How did it go?
Lady Yai has...
That's great!
Additionally, you may accompany...
You'll package the book.
Lady Yai said so, although she...
I didn't think you... Anyway, I'll go with the editor to pick the book. Great!
Kokomi and Goro will be boarding their boat home soon. Traveler, Paimon, thank you. Very worthwhile. Goro also...
I may have won the prize, but... ultimately...
Speaking of, didn't ya...
Oh, I almost forgot. I'll read it now.
Dear Goro, it came as a surprise. Those books are yes. Yai Publishing. Goro. Oh, and...
I knew it!